what's going on, guys? It's Trevor Plays here, back again with another My Hero Academia episode review. This episode is episode 8, or in total 46, called From Iida to Midoriya. So within this episode, we see, Deku still at the hospital, and he's telling everyone about what All Might said to him about saving people, and that, if they're in arm's reach or stuff like that. Technically, Bakugo was in arm's reach of Deku, but he couldn't save him, so he's really torn up about that. But then, because of that, Kirishima steps in and says, we can still save him, puts his arm out and says, we can still save him and all that. But then Iida argues to Kirishima about that, and the next scene that we see, we have Mina Ashido. She goes over their plan again, and basically they're saying that their plan is to have Momo create another transceiver to, so that way they can go save Bakugo themselves. And because of that, Iida starts arguing again about that because Kirishima and Todoroki, or Shoto, I don't know why, but I keep saying that, but yes, Shoto, I like using their first names in these because, it's kind of, well, except for Kirishima. I use, his last name. But, and all that. But, so, Iida argues back about that, about their comments or whatever. And then Shoji steps in and says that he needs to calm down because he knows how they feel because he was with them. He knows that Kirishima's mad because he couldn't do anything. And Shoto's mad because he was in arm's reach of Bakugo and couldn't get him. So that's why Shoji stepped in to calm Iida down, because he knows how they feel and all that. But he also acts rationally in saying, like, we don't want to, move or act on our emotions and stuff. And because of that, Suyu makes a point that if they're acting on their own, then they're acting more like villains than actual heroes. So then everyone's pretty much quiet about that. And so at this point, the doctor opens up the door and says, I need a minute with Midoriya. So everyone starts to step out, but Kirishima stops, tells Deku that him and Shoto had already talked to Momo, and that if they were going to do it, they are doing it that night, or tonight is what the line he said, out front of the hospital after dark and all that. And then Iida overheard that before leaving the room. So obviously that foreshadows Iida showing up. So after that, we have the doctor of Deku show up, and he shows him an X-ray of his body and all that, and how his bones are, showing him, his X-ray of his bones and stuff, but his ligaments that are connecting, like, his arms and all that, his ligaments that are connecting his joints and his arms and stuff are degrading, or have degraded, like, a lot. So, he tells him that if he gets injured 2 or 3 more times, then he probably wouldn't be able to move his arms anymore. So that's like a hard-hitting thing for Deku, because, he finally has a quirk, and it's from All Might, and, he's finally trying to become a hero and stuff, so that would, crush his dreams to be the #1 hero. So after that, the doctor gives Deku the letter from Kota, telling him thank you, and that he's sorry for punching him in the balls, and that he would like to actually thank him in person. So that's pretty much the first part of the thing, even though there's still more before, like the intermission transition things, cards or whatever. But after that, we see Sukauchi. And he, we don't see him, but we hear him because he is assembling a lot of pro heroes for this attack mission on the League of Villains hideout. So he enlists a lot of heroes and all that. So we get to see almost every top hero because we see All Might, Endeavor, Edgeshot, Best Genius, Gang Orca, who's the 10th pro hero. And we also get to see Kamoy Woods and Mountain Lady as well. So we have a lot of pro heroes and all that getting ready to, attack the villains. So it was really great to see, all of the heroes together, and also seeing Edgeshot finally appear in the anime, and see, we don't really get any lines from him or anything. He's just shown and all that. So it was pretty cool to see him. Like I said, in the last in the Hideout Raid arc video, I like his design, or like his outfit. His design is kind of cool. It's just that the spiked hair is kind of just eh. So I did do a little point on that. So I will be doing a lot more stuff later on in the future with everyone from My Hero Academia. That includes all the students, heroes, villains, everybody. I'm going to be doing character discussions on everybody. I just need to have a lot more time to do it, to get all the things that I want personally, so that way I can actually do it. So then after that, it is nighttime at the hospital, and Shoto and Kirishima are standing outside, and they are waiting for Momo, and they're waiting for Momo to see if she made up her mind and all that. But as she comes out, she looks to her side, and Deku is walking behind her. So they see Deku, and so they know that, well, he's coming with. But as that so happened, they were trying to see why, or if Momo made up her mind. But Iida steps in and says, wait, and, has a little arguing moment. And then Deku tries to go and talk to him, but he punches him right in the face to explain his frustrations, and that, when he looked at Deku in the hospital, it just reminded him of his brother. And that why is Shoto and Deku acting on their own because of what happened in Hosu with his incident with Stain. So he's just really mad. But then Shoto and Kirishima stop Iida and saying that this mission isn't going to be taking them at full force, like fighting the villains and stuff. It's a stealth mission. And because of that notion, Momo says her part and says that she trusts Shoto, so she's going too, and all that. So all the Todoroki and Momo ships going on. There's another confirmation right there. It's getting really close to being revealed, but it hasn't really. There's not really anything there, and I'm totally for it because Shoto's my favorite character, and I also like Momo too. So them being paired up together, I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. But after that, then, well, Iida says, okay, but I'm going too, but because of that, I don't agree, because I don't agree, I'm going with you. And he just says that he's going to be a watchman of Deku and stuff. So, and then you get a little scene with Shoto. He's all like, well, that's just what we needed. So, after that, we get to, well, Shigaraki and the League of Villains. Okay, so Shigaraki asked Bakugo if he would like to join the League of Villains. But Bakugo refuses. And because of that, we don't really see much of that until later on in the episode, towards the end actually. So I will get back to that part, because now Uh, Shoto. So at this point, Shoto and the rest of the group are on a train heading toward, where the League of Villains are. So Deku asks if they have told everyone what they're doing, and Shoto and Kirishima said that yes, they did, and that they tried to talk them out of it, and even Oraka, she tried to talk them out of it. So, you know, so Deku has like, his little thing and all that. But then after that, we are finally at the point to where this is where the group is supposed to be, at the Kamino Ward, at the Kanagawa Prefecture. So this is where the League of Villains are hiding out in the city somewhere. So this is the part of the city where they are at, and well, because of that, once they get there, Kirishima tries to run off saying, "Where's the villains? We need to go find them." And Momo's like, "Wait, wait, because the villains know what we look like, we need to be in disguises." So she brings up the idea of, getting disguises and all that. So, yeah. Then, after that, Shoto brings up that, "Momo, couldn't you have just, made the outfits yourself?" Um, but instead, she was all like, "No, we still need to keep, the economy and all this other stuff going." And then it, pans over to Kirishima. And he's like, "So, the rich girl just wanted to shop." So that was a funny scene there. But after that, after they got their disguises and they were trying to, walk around the city, they hear somebody say, "Hey, it's UA," and they freak out because, they think they've been caught. But no, it pans over to a giant TV on the wall, and it is Aizawa, Vlad King, and Principal Nezu on the TV from a emergency press conference that UA had, and they were just, explaining everything, and it, was pretty bad because after that, the mood of everyone changed around Deku and the rest of the group. So they felt like everyone was making heroes turn out to be like villains, or were treating them like villains. So, that puts a hurt on UA and anybody else, really. So, that's pretty much where that turns into. Well, back to talking about Shigaraki and Bakugo. So, while Deku and everyone was seeing the press conference, Shigaraki had it up on the TV so Bakugo could see it. And, he's still trying to get Bakugo to join. So, because of that, he tells Dabi to let him go because, we're trying to make him join and all this, and you can't let him join if, he's handcuffed and stuff. So he's all like, "Dabi," Shigaraki's like, "Dabi, uncuff him." And Dabi was all like, "Twice, you do it." He's like, "Sure thing." No way. And then he's like, "Just do it." So Twice goes over and unhandcuffs Bakugo, and then Bakugo pushes Twice out the way and then uses his explosion on Shigaraki and pushes him back, and the hand on his face falls on the ground. And Bakugo says, "Yes, I do like to win, but because I like to win just like All Might does." So Bakugo refuses because he wants to win like All Might and how All Might wins. So that's pretty much the end of the episode. But because of that, because of what Bakugo said, Shigaraki wasn't listening really because he was looking at the hand on the ground, and he said, "Father." So, as you guys know about Shigaraki's character, well, he has a bunch of hands all over his body and stuff, but the one on his face is apparently his father. So, each hand resembles something. So, there's that. So, and that's how the episode ends. So, well, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode review. This one seems a lot, this one is a lot longer than the other ones because there was so much packed into this episode for only 20 minutes long. So I'm glad or I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you are recurring if you're recurring subscribers and stuff, hit that thumbs up button. Leave some comments down below if you want to. Well, you guys know this every time I do it, so if you don't want to be spoiled by the anime previews for next episode, then please, if you've already, left or whatever, then, well, good to know. So, after that, well, I guess this is the end of the video, so I'm Trevor Plays. Hopefully you guys have all enjoyed, and well, enjoy the next episode preview. Bye guys, and see you next time.
Here's the preview! As we investigate the League of Villains hideout, we discover a secret Nomu factory. But wait, Kachan isn't there? Next time, all for one, go beyond, plus ultra!